Hey everyone, welcome back to Owlchemist Tarot, serving tarot straight up. So, this is your weekly reading for January 23rd through the 29th. Yes. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Glad you're here. Stay a while. Subscribe so you know when new videos go up. And if you're a return subby, always appreciate it. So, I'm going to be pulling just a few cards. If you can hear snoring or noise in the background, it's my dog snoring very loudly. Snores like a human. She's out cold clean, just relaxing on her little therapeutic bed. Happy as can be. It's snowing in Colorado today, so it's kind of a cold, dark day where it's nice just to be inside doing tarot and readings with all of you. All right. And happy birthday, Aquarius. It's finally Aquarius season. Aqua's reign. If you guys have hinted or wondered, I am an Aquarius, at least an Aquarius sun, that is. Take pride in being an Aquarius for whatever reason. Just like every sign. Just like every sign. Okay. Interesting. I'm going to pull one more card for the relationship. Interesting. Okay. This week, we got two sevens. We got the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. So, you know, sevens always kind of remind me of like jackpot, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Things are starting to move forward. I feel like there's things that you're working on in the background that are starting to pick up a little bit momentum, or you're seeing some progress. By the way, so for those of you, I feel like this message resonates for those who have been working on something for a while, behind the scenes, and you haven't really been talking about it. You haven't really been sharing anything. You've been kind of keeping things, you know, under wraps, not, again, being very secretive, but there's a reason for it. You're starting to kind of see the progression. You're starting to see options start to pop up and things start to move, and it's making you kind of excited, but you're being very cautious. You know, I would always say just like follow your gut instinct. I don't believe in sharing every little thing with everyone. Sometimes that can hurt you rather than help you. And remember, with the Seven of Cups, I always tell people, you know, there could be a lot of options coming your way, but you really need to fill them out, because are they the best suited for you in the now, right? The Seven of Cups can be a little deceiving because it can be energy that could look great and fine on the surface, but ultimately it might not have the best intentions, or it might not be the best opportunity, or it could lead you down a path that you have to kind of redirect, and it may not be the best thing. Seven of Pentacles is very much working very hard, being very diligent, being consistent in your energy and your efforts. The thing in the Seven of Pentacles, it's not the time yet to harvest. It's not the time to promote. It's not the time to launch. And I'm not saying that because we're in a Mercury retrograde. Yes, that's ideally you kind of want to wait, but you know, you can't stop your life because of a Mercury retrograde, which everyone seems to take out of context and like put this negative stigma around, when it's actually more beneficial for you. Yes, there's frustrations around it, but there's a rhyme and reason to everything. The Seven of Pentacles is, even though you're working hard and diligent, you have to keep going. You're almost there. You're getting very close, because if you think about it, you're near that Nine of Pentacles. You're getting closer to that Nine of Pentacles, right? So like that self-made card, and then the Ten of Pentacles, that long-lasting like financial stability. So keep your head down and just keep focusing, and don't worry about sharing yet. It's not the time. So in the money zone, we have the Page of Pentacles. Now in reverse, Page of Pentacles in the money zone. For those of you, I think that there could be some delays or frustrations or setbacks on money that you may be expected to come in. For those of you, I think your financial portfolio is giving you a little bit of angst. I'm not a financial advisor, so please go to one who you feel comfortable with, certainly. I feel like maybe there's concern around the risk, or maybe like the stocks or you know, whatever that you're maybe investing in are not performing very well, or the market is being a little volatile and it's making you a little bit nervous, this is not the time to overreact. I feel like this is the time to kind of take a step back, be very cool, calm, and collected before you make a decision, but really research. This is not the time to be reactional or reactive, and start to make decisions based on your emotions, okay? Because your emotions can change and fluctuate. So you really need to have all the information first before you start, you know, actually putting things in motion or stopping things altogether, okay? So in the money zone, I feel like it's really more like stocks, bonds, like mutual funds, like portfolio, like your financial, your investments. Just kind of keep an eye, and also don't be rash because something shifts or moves in the market. So in the career zone, you have Ace of Cups. I feel like for a lot of you, yes, this can indicate for some of you really love your job or you like what you do. And if that's the case, amazing. I think for a lot of you, you're starting to realize that the job or the career or the position or the company you work for doesn't define you, okay? It's what you do to make money, to make income, you know, but it doesn't define who you are. And I think for a lot of you, you're figuring out what that is, redefining yourself, reevaluating yourself. Makes sense? Because again, we're in that retrograde. The Ace of Cups at its inception, one of the core meanings of the Ace of Cups is self-love. It's self-acceptance. It's being okay with who you are and where you are. I think for a lot of you, you're reflecting on things that maybe you wanted a couple years ago or, you know, even 6 months ago, and how much that has shifted. And that it doesn't hold as much emotional space in your heart and what you want in your life. And for a lot of you, you're looking at other ways or opportunities to maybe express yourself creatively. Sometimes when we're in a job where we're really good at, maybe it's very technical, maybe it's very, you know, when I say black or white, maybe it's very, things are defined by like research and data and facts, right? It's either right or wrong in a way. For a lot of you though, you need that other, you need a way to express yourself. And you need to do that through whether it's music or writing or cooking or drawing or, you know, poetry or designing. It doesn't matter. It's something that you can, that unleashes that, you know, that part of yourself. Maybe something that you don't always share with everybody. The Cups energy, and I am getting really strong, like that's divine feminine type of energy. And that, again, that doesn't mean gender. It just means energy. For a lot of you, you're finding other outlets to express yourself and letting that creative part of you that sometimes you don't share out. And that's really important, okay? So don't hold yourself back. If you've been drawn to do that, Spirit is pushing you to do that. Okay, here, the relationship zone is a little interesting. It's actually very interesting because we have the Nine of Cups in reverse and then we have the Two of Cups. So, and I feel like there's a little bit of this lack of confidence and self-sabotage going on here. For some of you that are in a relationship, there could be some unfulfillment that you've been experiencing. Maybe there is a partner who hasn't been as present, or there's been a lack of emotional fulfillment from a partner. Maybe someone's ego has gotten involved, or their focus and attention has been pulled elsewhere. So you've been kind of left out. And it doesn't feel so much like a team or a partnership, or like this is a really great relationship. You feel like you're kind of on the outs, on the sidelines. The Nine of Cups is sometimes, okay, and we all have been guilty of this. Sometimes when we get in a relationship, we, at the beginning, put our partner on a pedestal, or we elevate them in some way, shape, or form. And that doesn't mean that you shouldn't think positive about your partner or think good about them. But when you start to put them on a pedestal that no one else can compare to, when they don't meet those expectations, you feel let down. Okay. And I feel like that could be some of it that's going on. Because people will change for who they want and for themselves. So, you know, again, I feel like this is a really strong relationship, and you have the Two of Cups here. I mean, there is a very, like, attraction and emotional fulfillment is there, but I feel like you also have to be realistic, and not everything that relationships are hard work. They're not like rainbows and unicorns and sunshine. Sometimes there's raw emotions and people have bad days, and like that you say things that you don't mean because you're pissed off or you're sad or whatever. So kind of keep that in mind, that we have to also keep that, like, we're all human too, right? If you're in a partnership and this is the case, to have an open conversation, okay? Don't let these like feelings that you might be having, or doubts or fears or insecurities, the lack of confidence start to like fester, because it will run rampant, and then it will create a narrative or scenario in your head that you think is reality. It's not. Okay? So deal with it head on. Have a conversation. Okay, for those of you who are single, oh man, I feel like you really want a relationship, or you're getting to that point where you feel comfortable thinking that I could step into a relationship, but it's almost like there's going back out there and dating, it just feels like, oh, I don't even want to go there. I don't even want to try. How do you even do this? And there's a little bit of self-sabotage too, because I think you could be doubting yourself, and maybe you're being really critical on how you look and how you feel, and like comparing yourself. Stop doing that. Please stop doing that. Especially if it's like with social media. Understand that photos can be doctored and edited and all that stuff. Filters till the cows come home. Take a break. You are perfect as you are. Everyone has things that they want to work on. So that, again, don't be so critical and harsh on yourself. Because what you're going to do is all that happiness and fulfillment and like that excitement and that positive vibration that you can have will get depleted, and all the cups kind of just like get knocked over. Do you see how everything's kind of upside down? It's just like, it's like you need to have confidence in yourself. That is sexy. It's not always the outside everything. Yes, you do have to, let me rephrase. Yes, chemistry is a thing. Yes, we judge people on their appearances, and yes, we do need to be attracted. Get it. But sometimes someone on the outside can be beautiful, but a piece of on the inside, okay? So again, it's about confidence and having that ability to like, hey, what you see is what you get, but I do feel like there's a little bit of self-sabotage. So what I would tell you is that if you're not feeling 100% going in to back into the dating world, or, really doing it with an open heart and ready to do it and not just doing it for distraction, I would say just wait and gather yourself and really work through some of those emotions that are maybe still bothering you or triggering you or, holding you back before you start to put yourself out there. Okay. It will make a difference. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you follow me on TikTok and on Instagram. I post there, and, some people tell me it's entertaining. So anyway, thank you guys again, and I'll see you next week.